Okay, so with our principles in mind, during the first few weeks of being on the program, we'll really strongly encourage you to um, follow these guides. This is really just to get you into some really good habits and have a little bit more structure around your fuel. As you progress through the program and as you become more and more confident in sort of building your own plate of food, this sort of structure will slowly decrease. But I think for the first few weeks on the program, following this structure will be really, really important. So within the guide, we have three breakfasts. So here on guide one breakfast, that is an overnight oat option, and then on guide two, that is a granola and yogurt option. Now I've put on top for chia seeds, flax seeds for both of those. Really, really good sources of fiber, and raspberries as well. Getting one of our portions of fruit in there, also really, really dense in fiber as well. I personally am an advocate of protein supplementation. And the reason for that, which I alluded to in the previous session, was that we do really need to have a high protein diet, okay? Because protein is burnt off in the digestion. It makes us feel fuller and it's also great for our muscles. Now, if we want to have a high protein diet without consuming lots of meat, a protein supplement is a really great way of doing that. Now, I personally would have one or two protein supplements every single day. My personal preference is a vegan protein, just so that I can mix up the proteins that I'm having. There's obviously meat throughout the day, and this is then a vegan. But really, um, there's thousands of protein supplements out there. You really have to make your own decision on that. And then for the weekends, possibly a sourdough, eggs, and avocado option for you there. Maybe some organic eggs again, alluding back to that last session about trying to buy the best quality food that you can. And sourdough bread is generally quite good because it's the least processed. So that's an option for the weekend possibly. All of these. So the Q is for quantity, C is for calories, and P is for protein. You will have to edit these and move these up and down based on your own calorie target or your own macronutrient target for that day. Now, a snack option. This might be between breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner. Is rice cakes, and then you can put different toppings on those rice cakes. So it could be that you use a nut butter, a peanut butter, an almond butter. Could be that you slice a banana, slice an apple. I've done apple with a bit of cinnamon on before, so you're really up to you what you do with these. But they're great, really low in fat and sort of quite filling as well. So rice cakes are a really good snack option. So moving on to lunch. So I will prepare my lunches, and I really, really recommend that you do the same also. I always prepare 5 lunches on a Sunday, so that throughout the week, when you're busy, you're not tempted to eat something else. So these are my sort of go-tos. Either I'll do some chicken with quinoa, tzatziki, red pepper, and cucumber, and that's quite a nice little option. Or I'll sort of alternate between maybe a lean beef, ground beef, or a turkey mince. Fry that off with some Mexican rice, or any rice really. These are like the microwave packet ones. And then I'll put some sort of fruit and veg on top, maybe some peppers and cucumbers if I want to be quite fresh, or I might air fry some courgette, or steam some broccoli, and then black beans as well. The black beans are great just for a little bit of extra protein in there as well. So that's option two. And then the third option, some people are really big fans of tuna. So tuna is obviously a really, really lean, high protein food, very similar to turkey, lean beef, and chicken. They're all very similar in their protein density. So yeah, so you can have a tin tuna with some coconut rice, and again some nice fresh red pepper and cucumber as well. So that's an option for you. In terms of afternoon snack, you could either Make a smoothie. So this is a smoothie recipe with the protein, with some oats, some spinach, and some frozen berries. Or you could quite simply just have your second protein supplement of the day, or just a smoothie as well. So that's quite a nice afternoon. Again, that's just sort of where we often fall down, is between lunch and dinner. That's where our snacking can and most often occurs. So trying to bridge that gap is great. And then for dinner, so 3 options here. Again, these are all interchangeable. Really, the premise is quite simple here. We have a nice lean protein, we have a fairly clean carb, and then sort of 1, 2 fruit and veg as well, to try and bring our 5 fruit and veg up for the day. So you could either do a cod loin. Cod loin's a really clean protein in comparison to some other fishes. It's a bit more like chicken in its makeup. A fillet steak, again, just because it's leaner than the other steaks, but really here with the fillet steak, you can have a sweet potato and this sort of steak and chips, I guess. Sweet potato, maybe butternut squash as an option, and tenderstem broccoli. The chicken option in the middle is more like a fajita bowl. So some fajita mixed chicken, some brown rice as a base instead of the wrap, and then onion and pepper. And then this cod's a bit more like a stir fry. So cod loin, normally steam it in the oven with some soy sauce, a base of rice noodles, mange too, maybe some broccoli and carrots as well. So you're trying to get across those 3 meals, 5 of your fruit and veg in. So if you have your raspberries at the start, and maybe 2 at lunch and 2 at dinner, or however you want to do it. So across those 5 meals, aiming for 5 fruit and veg. Obviously, with your snacks in there as well, might be another option.